Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so very much for all of the positive feedback that you guys gave me on my first video, the really nice comments, the views, the likes, the shares. Really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun making and I'm excited to share the second part with you guys. I actually had to go back and refilm the beginning of the second video because I wanted to say that I love you all very much and thank you for supporting me and this vlogging that I'm doing. So as promised, today is actually a project day. We're gonna be doing a photo shoot today. I'm still in my apartment, so we're going to be shooting just like in our dining area is usually where I set up like a faux studio. For one of my classes, we're supposed to be shooting a print ad, but it's not gonna have any copy in it, meaning there's not gonna be any words, so it's all just gonna be visuals. I'm also using that essentially as my profile picture for my YouTube account. So you guys get to see behind the scenes, I guess, of like how I set up a small studio just in my house with some super small lighting equipment that I have. I'm gonna go through some of the equipment that I use and maybe I'll even get you guys behind the editing process, and maybe I'll show you guys a couple tips and tricks. I'm gonna try to tackle two things at once here. Let me walk you through some of my stuff. What I keep in my handy dandy suitcase. I keep all of my photo equipment just in this little like luggage that I use as my carry-on. So I have a reflector. It's just like a bed sheet for my backdrop for now. This is my like main light source stuff, and here I have my camera. So I shoot everything with my Canon 60D here. Nothing too complicated, nothing crazy, but it gets the job more than done. It's a super standard 18 to 55 millimeter lens on there. I do have a couple other lenses. They're also pretty standard, but I don't really use them very much, honestly. And then I do have just this small flash that I use every now and then. My lighting though, I do use Alien Bees. It's the 1600. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour of my apartment here before it's completely gone. We're gonna start moving some stuff out today. So here's our kitchen, here's our entrance, there's Asher. Say hi, Asher. This is where we do most of like the setting up for the shoots. This is my dining area. I mean, it's usually pretty empty like this anyway. We have a little like patio up here. I'm gonna clean up a little bit, get some things hung up and put together. This is the outfit that I'm gonna stick with just to get the shoot started. I think some red is gonna look pretty good. And I'm gonna add a couple effects in post-processing, so I think it's gonna come together pretty well. My camera died. Just gonna take a couple minutes, grab some lunch, eat some food. I changed back into just my regular clothes. I'm actually watching an episode of Black Mirror while I'm charging it, just so that you guys can kind of see like how I had set everything up. Here we go.
just walk by. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my there goes a sight.
Altogether, it took me probably about the entire day to do this. The most complicated part for me seems to be setting everything up, getting everything ready for the photo shoot. I mean, the actual photo shoot takes like 5 minutes. As long as you have a good concept, a good idea in place, the initial part of it does not take very long. That's why I time-lapse setting up the studio, and then the rest of it, as long as you have a pretty good idea, just flows. This is what the final looks like. I don't know if you can see it very well with the light coming in from the outside, but super simple. I put my name on it. To describe my style, I said rebelliously expensive because I think I overpay on a lot of the things that I use. At least you guys can see the work that it takes to do something that seems as simple as this, but is actually extremely complex. If you guys have any specific questions about specific tools or a specific process that I use to do my work, let me know. Send me a direct message, leave a comment. I'm not at the point where there's like 500 million subscribers, so I'm sure I can respond to your comment fairly quickly. Be sure to check out my first video. It's a more proper introduction. Like, subscribe. If you have any comments, anything to say, let me know. Be sure to share this video with somebody. Or if you're somebody that's watching that wants to work on a collaboration, let me know. I would be more than happy to work on a special project together. Keep an eye out for the next video. I'm excited to share this next one with you guys already. Thank you guys again for liking what I do, for giving me positive feedback, for appreciating a lot of this work, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day.